Hi there, it's Jeff Ogden, the fearless competitor and the president of Find New Customers, and I'm really happy to join you today. You know what I'd like to talk to you about today as we move into 2011 is what the challenges that marketing profs found are the top challenges in content marketing. Okay? The first is 36% said creating remarkable content, engaging content was their biggest problem. The second thing is they said they're struggling to create enough content. So what I'd like to talk to you today is addressing each of those questions. So let's start with the first. Producing remarkable content. Producing content that engages people. How do we do it? Well, what I really think you should do is go back and focus on what human beings really enjoy. They enjoy hearing a good story, okay? They enjoy laughing or crying, something that connects with them emotionally. And lastly, they enjoy learning something, but not just learning anything, learning something unexpected, something they didn't already know. So go out there and search for, and what I would say is get into a room and brainstorm. Throw out ideas, throw out crazy things, anything. Marketo went to Jellyvision and created You Don't Know Jack About Online Marketing. Kinaxis works with Second City Television in Chicago. These companies, there's just creative ways to do things, without spending lots and lots of money. And one big company actually used the CMO's house and made it look like a Spanish hacienda. So there are ways to do this and make it interesting. So go back and always ask when you create a piece of content, will the reader laugh, cry, think it's a great story, or will they learn something unexpected? And make sure you make it into a series of events. So those are my tips for making it engaging. Now let's look at the second big issue, is creating enough content. I think the key in creating enough content is to go back to what you have and find ways to reuse it. I'll give you one example that we did, right? We published a blog article called The Best B2B Marketing Ideas of 2010. It was a very popular blog post. But did we just leave it as a blog post? No, what we did is we created a LinkedIn poll so people could vote on what they thought were the best marketing ideas of 2010. Then what we did is we did our own countdown and we created a video to run on each Friday to announce the top winners. So there are things you can do. Let's say, for example, you created a white paper, like I wrote How to Find New Customers, sponsored by Marketo. You could interview the author about the white paper and create a video. You could do an audio. You can create a transcript of a conversation and create blog articles about it. Ardeth Albee calls this the rule of 5. So the real key is to go back and find ways to reuse it. I'll give you one other example. I write the blog fearlesscompetitor.net. I have almost 600 articles that I've written over 5 years. I go back to earlier years. I find these great articles that I wrote that I forgot all about. I can bring them back. I can put in new pictures. I can update them. And then I can republish them. And it's just, there are ways you can reuse and create a lot of content if you just use your, imagination about how you do it. So I hope those tips help you, and I hope you have a great 2001. This has been Jeff Ogden, the fearless competitor of Find New Customers.